Classification based on race or national origin are suspect classifications reviewed under strict scrutiny. Note, this often arises on the bar exam in the context of classification benefiting minorities, which may be upheld. Classifications benefiting minorities or affirmative action. Numerical set-asides or quotas to be valid requires clear proof of persistent and readily identifiable discrimination, which cannot be based on general past wrongs. Quotas are unlikely to be upheld. Admissions. Because student body diversity may be a compelling interest, educational institutions may use race or national origin as a factor in admissions decisions, but not as the defining criterion. It is invalid to award points to applicants based on race. Universities must show that no workable race-neutral alternative would assure the diversity is sought. Public school integration. Public school systems may not assign students to schools on the basis of race to achieve integration. Generally, racial balancing is not a compelling state interest. Classifications based on alienage or citizenship status are subject to strict scrutiny reviews, although certain exceptions apply. Exceptions are rational basis applies if the classification is related to self-government and the democratic process, often arises where job applicants are denied government employment based on their citizenship status, areas where alienage classifications have been upheld under rational basis review, such as voting or serving on a jury, working as a police officer, working as a teacher, working as a probation officer, a congressional law regulating immigration. So Congress has plenary powers to regulate immigration. Note, undocumented aliens are not considered a suspect classification. Gender. This scrutiny is exceedingly persuasive justification. So gender classifications receive heightened intermediate scrutiny. They must substantially relate to an important government purpose. So additionally, courts often require an exceedingly persuasive justification for the classification. So classifications discriminating against men are usually invalid. Some have passed intermediate scrutiny, so statutory rape laws applying only to men, all male military draft, and classifications benefiting women. So classifications based on stereotypes are impermissible, but classifications designed to remedy past discrimination or differences in opportunity will likely be upheld. So with non-marital children, there's a legitimacy classification. This usually arises with intestacy statuses. So intermediate scrutiny applies if a law grants benefits to all marital children, but denies benefits to some non-marital children. Laws that deny benefits to all non-marital children while granting benefits to all marital children are unconstitutional on their face. Although both are fundamental rights that can be analyzed under substantive due process, the right to travel and vote often arise as classification issues requiring equal protection analysis. Right to travel, strict scrutiny, usually arises when laws impede movement between states. Durational residency requirement, laws requiring some period of in-state residency to qualify for a state benefit. So it's invalid residency requirement, 1 year residency to receive welfare, 1 year residency to receive subsidized medical care, 1 year residency to vote in state elections, valid residency requirements, 30-day residency to vote in state elections, 1 year residency to get a divorce, right to vote. Strict scrutiny arises with laws that deny some citizens the right to vote. The one person, one vote requirement must be met for all state and local elections. For elected bodies, voting districts must be in similar populations. So at-large elections are constitutional when all voters vote for all office holders.